Alright, doing something a little bit different today. I hardly ever show my face on my channel. If you guys are subscribers, you know that it's mostly just showcasing the figure, and it's my hands and my voice, usually just unboxing figures. For those of you that have never tuned in or whatever, I do action figure reviews. I collect a lot of Marvel Legends, a lot of WWE, that's one of the big ones. And then a couple things here and there that just pique my interests. Some lesser known, not really lesser known, lesser favorites. I've done Avatar figure reviews and just different things. But most of what I like to collect are Marvel Legends from the MCU world. And then lots of WWE. This is only a fraction of the modern talent figures that I have here. But I have loads, all that go all the way back to the Golden Era, Attitude Era, and then Modern Talent. I've been doing this for about 5 years, and I've learned a lot. I came in knowing absolutely nothing. I used to collect stuff a long time ago, and got away from it, stopped doing it, sold a bunch of stuff, had so much stuff that I don't even remember what I had. And then about 5 years ago, I took my Star Wars stuff out of boxes and storage and started displaying it all. And I went online and I Googled what are people collecting now. And I firmly believe that was a blessing and a curse, because that's when I learned about Black Series, Marvel Legends, and WWE. And I've always been a huge WWE fan. I have some stuff in my collection that goes way back to Attitude Era stuff and things like that. And I started looking, and I realized that they're making figures for the stuff I used to watch. So I got familiar with the Legends series, I got familiar with like older Golden Era figures, and I just hit the ground running. So I acquired a lot of figures in a very short amount of time. And simultaneously I was doing Marvel Legends, MCU stuff, and WWE stuff. So I've got a pretty crazy collection, considering I've only been doing this for a very short time. I say all this because I have navigated and learned all on my own. Like, I had to Google what chase figures were. I had to figure out and understand how Walmart works, and realize that if you pre-order something, it's going to get canceled. I learned that there's some things you can order on Target.com, and there's some things you can't, so you have to wait for the release date, and you have to check and do toy hunts and go into stores every couple days and all that. So 4 and 5 years of running around doing that, starting to see the addictive nature that all this has created with me. Not an insane addiction. I have it under control a little bit. I do not buy everything. That's probably the key I should have brought up. I don't buy every single WWE figure just to have it. A lot of it has to be like, I enjoyed watching them in their day. There has to be a connection there. Like, there's just certain things I don't really care to get. I have a few wrestlers that I collect different versions of. Hulk Hogan probably being the one I have the most figures of, followed by The Rock. I think those two are the most. And then I have several John Cenas, just because they were milking that whole Cena retiring thing. So I got way more Cenas than I ever need. And I'm trying to think what else. Rhea Ripley has become a new one that I have a lot of. So stuff like that. I say all that because lately, in the past, what are we in, March? As I record this, we're in April of 2026. In the past, right around the February, maybe March, Walmart releases figures for the WWE Monday Night Wars line, which is a notoriously awful line to collect from my perspective, because you can't find the figures anywhere. And there was one series, and it escapes me now, that was everywhere, and I was able to find it. But over the years of months, it was the fake Diesel. Could never find it. The Eric Bischoff that came with the old man head sculpt. Never found that in stores. A lot of stuff I've never found in stores, and things that I really wanted to add to my collection. I used to, or I still do somewhat, get up specifically to go on toy hunts, to check 2 Walmarts in my area and 2 Targets. I've spent considerable money on gas, driving around to further places to try to find some of these things. And very recently, I have decided that a lot of this burns me out. So the figure that broke me, the figure that this whole video is about, is a figure I just recently reviewed. It is the Monday Night Wars China figure. I've currently unboxed it, so she's not in here. But this is the figure that broke me. And I wanted to just talk a little bit about the frustrations of being a collector in the modern time. I'm sure this is not a new video. I'm guessing that there are people in this that do a lot more of this than I do, have a lot more to say about it than I do. But I recently just got very tired of spending time and gas driving around to find nothing. Part of it is, if you watch other YouTubers or unboxing videos, you get a false sense that this stuff is everywhere. And I'm rapidly finding out that, at least by the 2 by Me, they're not interested in replenishing anything. I found one shipper at a store, I think 30 miles from me one day, and that's where I found a Steve Blackman. No China to be had, so I searched, I think, 6 Walmarts in 3 weeks, never found China. Meanwhile, I've seen him pop up on Mercari and eBay for anywhere from 50 to like $85. And that sometimes includes shipping, and sometimes they're tacking on another $19, $20 just to ship it. So I see what's going on here. And it's sad. It sucks. Scalpers suck. I don't have a scalper's mindset. If I see more than one figure of something that I like, I tend to get the one and I leave the rest. I'm not saying, I understand how this works. I understand that when you see a bunch of blue Penta main event figures on the pegs for only $12, it's great to pick up 4 and sell the other 3 on eBay for 3 times as much. I get that. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not spending money on eBay for, especially not 2 and 3 times the price for main events. I will give in, like, for something like this within reason. If I can't get it just a little bit above retail, I'm probably not going to get it. This is sort of the last of my must-haves that I've concocted in my mind. Luckily, right now, WWE and Mattel are going through a phase where they seem to be releasing tons of the same figure over and over and over. And I'm one of the rare few that when I see these reveals, if it's more of the same, I am very happy about that. Saves me money, saves me time, saves me grief. So keep cranking out your Steve Austins, because I don't need any more of those. I have the original Ultimate, I have the newest Ultimate, and I have others. I have more Steve Austins than I ever thought was possible, because 4 years ago they weren't making any, and now they're making all of them. So I'm not gonna sweat about those. I've just kind of gotten frustrated, and I'm having to train myself about FOMO, fear of missing out. Actually went away on vacation, completely unrelated to wrestling, figure hunting, or whatever, and normally in a new city, in a new state, I would angle to stop by Walmart, and I actually decided that I'm not doing that this time, and I did not go, and I passed by 2 different ones, and it was hard. It was like a drug addict. It was hard to go past and not stop, but I said, you know what, it's going to take another 30 minutes just to stop, walk in, walk back out to the car. So I just was like, no, we're not doing it. And I decided that if I'm out and about and I need to run an errand to a store, I will check while I'm there. I'm certainly not going to leave it unchecked if I'm in the store. But I'm not going to be going out specifically for that reason anymore. It's disheartening, it's stressful, time consuming, waste gas, anybody that knows right now, gas is extremely expensive. The hobby alone is expensive. It's fun, don't get me wrong. I'm on Reddit a lot, in a lot of action figure groups, and a lot of times people, how do I get started and what do I need to know? And I always comment kind of the same thing. It's a fun hobby, but it's an expensive hobby. I mean, you're talking sometimes 2 figures close to $70. If you're getting ultimates, let's say you're picking up 2 ultimates, those are like $35 a piece. You're down almost $80. So yeah, so the Monday Night War China figure has broken my spirits. I'm glad that I found it. I actually got this off Macari for a decent price. I haggled with the person, and I know for a fact that they either broke even or only made a couple bucks off of me, because I know all the fees that come out of this stuff, the shipping fees. I don't think they got a lot of money off of me. So that was sort of by design. I knew what I was doing, which is rare. I knew what I was doing on this one. And so yeah, so this is the wave with Roddy Piper, Sid Vicious, and Steve Blackman. I found Steve Blackman in the wild, so I was happy about that. And I didn't really care about the other 2. There's very few waves that I want all the figures of. So a lot of this plays to my strengths. The part that sucks sometimes is I like to build the figures. This one has a crappy Build-A-Figure, another X-Pac. Didn't care about that. So yeah, so I don't know how it is to anybody watching this, how it is with distribution in your area. If you're finding stuff, it seems like wherever these influencers live, the big time ones, and you know who, if you're following wrestling channels, there's several, they always seem to get this stuff early, or every time they go into a Walmart, they seem to find so much stuff that they're like, oh, I don't need this, I don't need that, and meanwhile I'm screaming at the TV, going, I will pay you shipping to get that, and I don't bother. I'm not going to reach out to influencers anymore. I'm not going to have them do my shopping. So yeah, so in order to keep this fun, I'm going to not dwell on what I don't have so much, and I'm going to appreciate what I do have. And I'm going to do more videos dedicated to like my favorite figures here, my favorite figures from the Golden Era, you know, compare and contrast, because I do have a couple different versions of different characters, and I think I'm going to make it more about what I have, because that's the other problem. I like doing this channel as an extension of the hobby. The problem is I always feel like I need to have new figures to unbox to make it worthwhile. And that might be the case, and maybe a bunch of you won't be interested in watching me talk about figures I already have. But I don't think that the amount of new figures are going to be coming as fast and as freely as they used to be, because I'm just not going to go out of my way to hunt them down. I'm not going to spend money on third-party sites as much. So yeah, it's just a more conscious way to collect. It's more thoughtful. It's a like, do I really need this type of approach? And like I said, I really wanted this one in the collection. I didn't have a sort of, this is, to me, this is the China that a lot of us remember from her Intercontinental Champion days, post DX. So I have a DX China. I have when she was full on solo, when she ditched the black gear and she was in purple with the big t-shirt cannon or flamethrower. I have that version of China. And I have DX version with the 2 belts. I have this one with the Intercontinental belt, and then I have the purple top era China. So yeah, let me know in the comments below, like, have you struggled with collecting? Have you gotten frustrated? Have you stopped? Are you just in a more appreciative mode? Are you still go, go, go? I know a lot of collectors are completionists and all that kind of stuff. And man, good luck with that. And especially if you don't do the online thing. If you just solely are banking on the wild, your Walmart must be awesome, because this has floored me. I can't find the Blue Penta main event. I can't find the Trish in the Toronto Maple Leafs gear. You can go online. People are charging $40 for those. I'm not paying $40 for a main event figure. I don't care how great it is. I just refuse for that. It's not that important to me. So yeah. So let me know in the comments below. I didn't mean this to be somber, because I actually like this hobby. I actually like doing this. I actually like making the videos as an extension of that. I hope you guys like them too. I see, like, to me, a good video is when it hits double digits. If it gets 10 or more views, I feel like I did okay. My level of, like, satisfaction or whatever is pretty low, because I do it not because I want to get a massive following, although that would be fun. I do it because it's an extension of the hobby, and I like making the videos. It's not like work to me. So I put them together, and I hope that some people find them interesting. I try to keep it pretty basic, to stick to the basics and not go too nuts with it. But let me know in the comments below. Are you frustrated with the WWE distribution, Walmart, and Target exclusives? Target exclusives I don't have near the issue with. So that's why this is sort of a one-sided thing. And ringside collectibles I don't have excuses with, problems with, because even if I miss the first wave of pre-orders, they don't just stop selling the figure right away. Yeah, it might take me 6 months to get something. Like, I ordered Penta, I think in February, and it's not shipping, this next round is not shipping till like August. But I threw the money down, and in August I get a nice surprise in the mail that I probably will completely have forgotten about by then. But the Walmart stuff has broken my spirits to a level that it's just not fun anymore, and I don't want to be angry doing this. It's such a weird hobby to begin with when you explain it to other people, and there's no sense in getting angry over a 6-inch piece of plastic that I can't find in the store. So I'm going to change my focus, appreciate what I have, maybe take time to rearrange shelves and, do stuff like that just to engage with the stuff more. And I'd like to hear your comments below. Frustrated, still like it, still continue, enjoy the hunt. A lot of people enjoy the hunts. I've grown tired of the hunts. So yeah, so I'm just eager to hear what people are doing out there, how they feel about Walmart exclusives. I don't like any exclusives, personally. I understand why Ringside does it, like sometimes with the bloody head sculpts and stuff like that. I get that. I don't get some of these other ones that are Ringside exclusives, Target exclusives. I wish that they wouldn't do that. I think that just put it all out there. So yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please comment below what you're feeling these days about collecting WWE, and this was really WWE centric. I could go all day with Marvel and how I haven't seen anything new in Marvel related to MCU figures except for Captain America and Spider-Man for 6 months. And someone brought it to my attention that that's designed that way. They're supposed to be in the stores at all times. Okay, that's fine. But let's get some other stuff on there too. Just saying. Would like to see some other MCU figures on a constant rotation in the stores. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please hit that like, please hit that subscribe. Please share this video if you know anyone else that's sort of upset about the whole thing. Has figure hunting gone off the rails? What do you think about scalpers? Are you a scalper? Maybe you're a scalper. Maybe this whole thing works in your favor. Anyway, I'm done. I'm done paying scalping prices. I'm done trying to drive 60 miles in a day to find a figure. So there you have it. Like, subscribe, comment. Hope you guys have a great day. Hope to catch you in the next one. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.